Music with Monali. I am Monali, and this is kind of fun because this is a Q&A. I've gotten a lot of questions about, um, me in general and my background, and so I thought I would address them. I do have pictures to fling in the mix, and I do have one video of me with my band. It was really early on, and it was in an old warehouse garage shed type thing that we were practicing in, and it's horrible quality. You can barely hear me. It's Gwen Stefani. It's No Doubt. The You and Me. That's how we used to be together. Don't speak. That's it. And so it's just the very beginning of it, a couple seconds, and so like it's not really like it's the soft part, so it's hard to tell. Anyway, whatever. I might play it. I might not. I'll probably will. Okay. So I'm gonna try to go down the list here and also do some kind of order. So here we go. Okay. Um, One thing is my name. So Valerie asked about the provenance of my name because she said that it's pretty and it's unusual. So thank you for saying that it's a beautiful name. I appreciate that. It is unusual. Growing up, I always knew when they got to my name because my maiden last name is Hashemi. It's Persian, and my first name is also Persian. So Monali Hashemi was my name. So I knew whenever they got to the H's and they would be calling roll and they would just stop and stare at it, I would just be like, here, it's me. So yeah, my dad is Iranian, he's Persian, and my mom is American. And when she went over with my dad back in the 70s when my brothers were first born, she, I guess, had heard that name over there and really liked it. And then my dad's sister was also, when my mom got pregnant with me in 84, 83, whatever. I was born in 84. My aunt, my dad's sister, was also pregnant with a little girl, and they were kind of like racing. Whoever had their daughter first would have Monali, so that was me. My cousin is Yasi. So there's that. And the picture that's popping up that's my dad. So me and my dad. And my family, someone asked about my family. It's me, I'm the youngest, and then I have twin brothers that are 7 years older than me. And they live in Savannah, Georgia with their family. So the picture you're seeing is at my wedding, and that is my dad, my mom, my grandma, my twin brothers, me, and my niece is in front of me, my niece Sophia. One of my nieces. I have all nieces. No, well, on my side. Okay, so let's see. Before I did radio, what did I do? Okay, so before radio, when I was in college, I did a lot of pinup modeling. I was in a magazine a couple times actually called Retro Lovely. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that magazine. I was also in some online publications. I won a couple pinup contests, which was really fun. And that's the pictures you're seeing up there is from my pinup-y days. One of them is kind of weird because it is a shoot I did for a hair salon, and it's like a picture of a picture in a magazine, so it looks kind of warped. And it's really cool because they took my sleeve and photoshopped it to my other arm because they wanted that to show, but it was like on the wrong arm. So that was kind of weird. Okay, then let's see. Are you a singer? Also, what was your radio job? Were you a DJ? And that is from Jeff Thompson. And yes, okay, I am a singer. Somebody also asked about my raspy voice. So I am a singer. I have sang my whole life. I've done singing competitions. I started doing pageants in high school because a lot of them had singing, like talent award, like competition. And so that's what I really wanted to do. So I was Team Miss Savannah, as well as Teen Effingham Fair, Miss South Effingham High School. I think there might be a couple others thrown in there. I also was the first runner-up, I think, in Savannah Idol, which took me to Miami to audition for American Idol, where I made it to the second round, and then. But what are you gonna do? I'm more of a rock, deep voice kind of singer, not, I don't think, the powerhouse loud voice that American Idol looks for, which is totally fine. I tried. I was also 17 and it was fun. Let's see. Also, what was your radio job? So I got into radio, and at first I was weekends on a pop station. And then after that, I very quickly moved to weekdays. I'm like a month later. I moved to doing middays on the pop station. Then very quickly after that, the country morning show, which was already a very big deal there, he picked me up as his co-host, and that's what I did, and that was really really fun. I got to meet a lot of cool people like Justin Moore and Chris Cagle and all these like country um, singers, and then my husband, we got married. I was on the radio first, then we got engaged, got married. So you're going to see some pictures of that. He is in the military. He was an Army Ranger in Savannah, and then we got stationed in Columbus, Georgia, where he was going to be like an RRC, which is like more elite of an Army Ranger. So we went there, and then there I was on the country station nights, and then very quickly moved to my own morning show on the rock station. And then that's what I did until I had my first daughter, as you can hear her in the background playing with her daddy. And after I had her, I stayed home.
And I never went back to radio, and I ended up going to East Carolina University, and I got my master's in library science. And so that was really cool. I'm a huge reader, writer, all that, especially when it comes to children's books. So I did that, and I graduated December 2018.
And that brings me into my raspy voice. It was found out, I don't know, a long time ago, I guess, that I have singer's nodules, which Adele had because she had the surgery, and same with Rachel Ray had the surgery to get them taken off. And I've thought about it. I just don't really have a lot of downtime that I can like relax, and I'm not really doing anything with my voice. I am right now, so maybe I would think about it. But like singing, I miss it. I can still sing, but like let's say I go to karaoke with friends, I can do one song and then my voice, I'm gonna be like this the next day. Like it's pretty rough. So my voice actually is not really like this. It's kind of funny. My mom makes fun because my voice is a little bit higher. I've always had a low voice, but not raspy. So there's that. I always said I could be like, "Hi, thank you for calling 1-800," like something like that. Okay. Yeah, so I was a DJ in Savannah and then Columbus, a radio personality. And my name, let's see, what is your musical training, background, favorite genre, etc.? What kind of music do you teach? Oh, I don't teach music. Oh, goodness. I've given voice lessons before, but that was strictly like casual basis of people that just like my singing and wanted me to help. My whole life, I was the youngest back then. This was like in 92. I was like the youngest member to audition and make it in the Tulsa Children's Choir. I sang in a lot of singing competitions, a lot of talent shows. Then I was always in chorus in school. I auditioned and made it into the advanced chorale, mixed chorale in high school, and then that brought me into college, where I sang in choir in college. And I took voice lessons a lot. My grandpa, as I talked about before, was a semi-pro pianist, and so he taught me piano and reading music. I can read music and things like that, and to really appreciate everything from big band to classical to uh, country to bluegrass is a big one. Rock, jazz, like all. Just I can find something I like in everything. So I have an extreme love for music, and I have a good ear for it as well. And let's see, how old was I? Oh, when I first got ink. Ooh, okay. So I've always liked tattoos, and when I was 15, I gave myself a toe tattoo. I don't even know if I can show you. Probably not, but with a gel pen and a needle. So I kind of always knew I liked tattoos. So I got my first tattoo when I was 18, my 18th birthday. I went and I got a tramp stamp, and it says music in Farsi, and that's on my lower back, if you don't know what a tramp stamp is. And when my dad saw it, I told him that a friend had drawn it on there, and he was like, well, let me see, let me wipe it off. And I was like, ugh. And then he was very mad. Then after that, it kind of snowballed. I got one on my shoulder, I got one on my lower hip, I got one down my side, I got one on my ankle, I got one. Then the first one I got on my arm was this like hibiscus right here, orchid or whatever. And after that, I kind of continued the floral sleeve, and then went into the full ocean sleeve. And then the last one I got was this bumblebee for my first daughter because bumblebee was the first word that made her laugh. So my newest daughter, who is 8 months old, so far we call her Squeaks because she sounds like a mouse, like she squeaks a lot. So I might get like next to the bee, maybe like a little mouse or something like that. And then as you can see, I need to finish filling in some of it. So I'm not done yet, but I'm also not thinking of any more like big pieces. Ironically and comically, I think my husband has no tattoos. um, let's see. And then, are you in a band? Sweet. I envision an female violent femmes punk band type for rebellious Monolith. That's funny. Actually, I was in a 90s rock cover band called Wanderlust, and I was the singer, and of course we did 90s alternative covers. So Rage Against the Machine, I would do that. Killing in the name of, and I'm like, I had blue hair. It was like to here. It was like bright blue, sometimes purple, and I'd wear my camo pants and my cut-off shirt, my big platform boots, and we'd sing at various college bars. And yeah, Rage Against the Machine, Sublime, No Doubt, Garbage. I'm only happy when it rains, stuff like that. So that was fun. And I'll play the video. Like I said, it's not a great one. If I can find one better, I'll look and see what I can find. This was a little longer, 5 minutes with Mon, but I hope you liked it. Oh, my favorite genres of music. So I love 40s. So I listen to Bing Crosby, Andrew Sisters, Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, Etta James, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, mostly the Andrew Sisters. They're my favorite. Let's see. I love... I could never be a weatherman. Like Simon and Garfunkel, I love them. I love 80s music. Anything from Bryan Adams to Duran Duran, things like that. 90s, of course. 90s alternative is probably like my number one favorite music, besides 40s. And then I also like hard rock, new hard rock. Disturbed, Slipknot, Volbeat, 3 Days Grace. Can't find the pictures, but if I can find them, I'll put them in another video. Of when I was on the radio, I met Korn. I got to interview them on their tour bus. I also met 3 Days Grace and interviewed them in their like dressing, hanging out room area. Got to meet a lot of cool people, and so yeah, hard rock is another favorite. So if I missed anything, put them in the comments and I'll answer it. This was fun, and I hope you also enjoyed it. Maybe get a little more insight into me and what I'm into and where I'm coming from when I do these reaction videos and these reviews. Yeah, so if you haven't already, subscribe and comment and like. Cheers. Music with Monolith.